Right here, right in front, so we see the paper. Okay? That will remind us. Okay, good. All right. I think we're live. I'm going to reboot right now. Can you hear me? Muted? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? If you cannot hear me, say no. It's my end. Oh, hi, you can hear me. Okay. God, YouTube is screwed up. Hello, Darren. Darren Pearson Diesel, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming in. Sounds is good. All right, great. The every time I get on YouTube now, as soon as I come on, I have to reboot so I can get all messages. And then when I reboot, I have no sound. So I got to reboot again or refresh my screen again. And sometimes the video goes out the third time and I got to refresh it again. I don't know what is YouTube's problem. Every single time I go live, I have the same issue. Hey, Craig, how are you? Welcome. Darren, where are you from? And Craig, where are you from? We're over here in the Philippines. We're on Masbate Island. It's a small little island right in the center of the Philippines. Real name is Jaden. Hello, hello. Ah, from the UK. Okay. I'm from California, but I live in the Philippines since 2011. Long time here. 15 years here. I absolutely love it here. This is a great country to live in. I've been posting up videos for the last 30 minutes. A bunch of videos I had just sitting on my phone there. That a couple I made today, short little videos, you know. And we just made one from Southern California, Glendora. Nice. I was in San Diego, Lewis, for many years, from 83 till 91, and no, until 1999. Then I moved to Temecula, California, up in Riverside County, and I lived up there for until 2011 when I came here. So a long time in California. Hey, Jimmy John, how are you? Hello, hello. Lewis from SoCal. All right. Real name, you're from Filipino, huh? Where are you from? What island? Jaden, what island you from? Because I'm over here too. I'll put the island I'm on. Just give me a second. I'll go to green screen. I'll show you where I live. Just a minute. I will find it. I got it on the map here where I live. I'll show you guys. Okay, there you go. And the heart. The blue dot is indicating on GPS where I'm at. The heart is my home. So I'm right here in my home. That's where I live on Masbate Island. And we got a bunch of islands around us because we're right in the center of the Philippines. We sure are. All right, let me turn the screen. Now that's where I live right there, guys. And where you see all my fishing trips is that body of water right to the right of my dot. And going up towards where it says Masbate City, inside the island there, that's where we fish. That's the Gulf of Asid. So anytime you see me fishing, we're fishing over there generally. Okay, let's get this green screen off of here. All right, we're done. Oh, hello, Miriam. How are you? Where are you from, Miriam? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, guys. I'm married to a Filipina, but I've never been to the Philippines. She's originally from Mindoro. Spelling, yeah, it's Mindoro, Doro. Mindoro. I know the island. I've been over to Abra. She knows where Abra is, I'm sure. Abra Mindoro. I've been there before. Right in the middle of NPA country. New People's Army country. Mindoro, yeah. Making chicken soup for your daughter. She'll be home in a few hours. Awesome, Jimmy. You never did tell us, is it a boy or a girl? Charm's asking me today, was it a boy or a girl? I said, I don't know. Jimmy John didn't tell us.
But now,
Miriam says, your mom. No, this is my wife, my asawa, and my daughter. These are my children. I have another child here. And hello, MJ. And I got another one outside making a birthday card for her teacher right now. This is my family here on Masbate Island. It's always humid here, Lewis. Yeah, it's always humid. Life in the Philippines, Igloo, is very beautiful, beautiful. It's the most beautiful place in the whole world to live. And if you go watch some of my fishing videos and look at the sunsets we see, and we're out on the water and we're fishing, we're enjoying life. I mean, it's so beautiful here. So I can't show you too much now about my house and everything because it's really dark outside. I've got half the schoolhouse over here making birthday cards for the school teacher. So this is the card that MJ made right here. I helped MJ do this one, and this is from Michael J. White Jr. All right, my daughter Ella, she's 10, and these are some of her classmates here. But you can't really see anything. All you can see is green. My house is very many trees and all green around me. It's very beautiful out here. I have a little gazebo there, my son's punching bag, you see. Anyway, you can't see anything in the dark. You have to wait till daytime to see my house, to see the outside. The inside, you'll see the inside here. This house is 3 bedrooms downstairs here, 2 CR with a laundry room that's actually right now being used for making freezers. We have freezers set up back in the back. We make ice, and then we have a CR back there. And hardware supplies that we sell. But this is my home here. I have a big home we built. Took us 7 years to build this damn house. Ay. Yeah, it is humid here all the time. It's a girl. Her name is Arwen. Charm. It's a girl. Jimmy John's grandbaby. Jimmy John's grandbaby's a girl named Arwen. Arwen, Arwin. Arwen. Jimmy John says, hello, Charm, Micah, Ella, and the big man. Why did you guys not immigrate to the U.S., if I may ask? Because it's more fun in the Philippines, Lewis. My wife doesn't want to go to the U.S. She's expensive there, she says. Thank you, Lewis.
what happened for your dad?
My dad?
What happened for your dad?
If I'm dead? What happens to who?
You, for your dad.
Mama's gonna burn me and throw me in the ocean. What do you want her to do with me? Feed me to the fish. What do you want to do with me? Put me in the graveyard up here on the hill? What are you gonna do with me?
Put you in a jar?
Put me in a jar?
No! Because Papa, your dad will be just
You guys are crazy. Do I look dead to you?
No.
All right, then shut up. Get out of here. He's already talking about when I'm dead. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you. MJ will become the man of the house. That's right. If I'm dead, MJ, you're the man of the house, okay? You're in charge.
No, you.
If I'm dead, you're in charge, okay?
No.
You take care of Mama. All right. Good boy. Cheers, guys. You know you're in the Philippines if you're drinking San Miguel. So, no, it's been a good day. And today I said, I packed all my stuff. I said, I'm going to go fishing. I got all my stuff out of and packed it up in my backpack, snacks and beer and my Starlink Mini, and I headed down the hill to go fishing. I got down to the beach. I went, our boat is up on the beach. Papong didn't put it out in the channel. He brought it in because he wasn't thinking we were going fishing tonight. So he brought the boat all the way up on the beach. We're high and dry, low tide. It's 100 meters to the water, and you ain't carrying that boat. That's a heavy boat. So no fishing tonight. I just immediately made a post on Facebook, no fishing tonight. Just so you guys would know, not to worry about it. But hello, Spiro. I think we're gonna, no notifications. That's weird. Damn. I think YouTube's got some serious issues, you know. Ronnie Villanova, hello, hello. You know, Ronnie, every time I go to my subscribers, I'm not subscribed to you. I subscribe to you. I scroll on down the list. I come back up. I'm unsubscribed again. I subscribe again. It won't stay. I don't know what the problem is. Every single time I subscribe, every day I've been hitting subscribe to you. Every time I go check my subscribers, I scroll down, I see the dark says subscribe, like I'm not subscribed. I go, what the hell? I hit subscribe. It turns gray, like it's going to be subscribed. I scroll on down the list, and boom, it's unsubscribed again. I don't know what's going on, Ronnie. I can't figure it out. I tried, but it won't let me subscribe to you for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Jimmy John, I know. Matthew, he showed me pictures of his mom's house. He had to jack the freaking ceiling up 4 inches, putting drywall in, putting another subwall in, because they took out the load-bearing wall, and boy, they handed him a bunch of work over there. Anyway, he's on the road now. He's headed, I don't know where he said he was headed. I think he's going down to Florida, going somewhere to put everything in storage. Wow. Look at Chum just handed me a chocolate donut. Wow. I don't know if I can eat this, Chum. It's melting all over my fingers already while I'm chatting. Yeah, it's funny. I have tried every day to subscribe to you. I don't know why it won't let me. It's strange as hell. But just so you know, I have tried. And Luke Rowe told me yesterday, he says, oh, you're not subscribed to me. Luke Rowe 1777. I went there. I wasn't subscribed to him. If anybody else is in here and I'm not subscribed to you, I will subscribe to you guys. Everybody. Every time I go to YouTube Shorts, I see Emoji Cat. Huh. Are you not scared of driving in the Philippines? Nah, Lewis, I'm not scared. I've been driving here for many years. I ride motorcycle most of the time. I rode motorcycle in Manila for 7 years. What, hon?
We really need to change the tires to my bike.
Why? What's wrong with your tires?
It keeps sliding in the mud.
Oh.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I got to buy you some tires. Yeah, my daughter even rides here at motorcycle, guys.
The chicks, I guess the dryer. It's fine now.
You dried the chick with a hair dryer?
Yeah.
You didn't burn him?
No,
Wow.
you go like this. The chick's there.
Oh, wow. Anyway, I just posted a video up on YouTube that a chick was just trying to hatch out of the egg since this morning. And he had his hole pecked out through the shell, but he couldn't get the shell off of him. So Rodell came over, one of the guys that's also incubating some eggs in my incubator. He came over and he helped peel the shell off the chick. And then Charm used the blow dryer to heat the chick and dry it after she got it out of the shell. That's crazy. The blow dryer is so hot. Anyway, Adrian, how are you? From New Zealand. Thank you. You're a YouTuber. Real name Jaden. Can I put this somewhere? I don't want to hold this in my hand. I want to eat it while I'm talking. Here. Leave it there. I'll eat it later. Freaking chocolate over me. I want to screenshot these guys, these new people,
Papa, did you know why
so I can go subscribe to all you guys.
Why
Just a second. I'm going to scroll back up. Lewis, I already tried Ronnie. How many times I've tried Ronnie? But Ronnie is your handle name. That's not your channel name. Your channel name is something else. Because when I scroll down, I see the subscribe button. I look and I see your handle is Ronnie Villanova, but not your channel name. But it won't let me frickin' subscribe. I don't know why.
I'm just...
Anyway, I'll try again. Michael Jackson Jr. Serena says Michael Jackson Jr. Well, I named him after myself. So he's Michael Jr., but he's not Michael Jackson Jr. Lewis, I got you. I'm just going down through the chat and screenshotting, guys. Igloo, Miriam. I'm just screenshotting all your names so I can go subscribe to all of you guys when my live feed's done. If I don't do it this way, I won't be able to subscribe to you. Craig, Posh, I got you. All right, brother, I think I got everyone. Darren Pearson Diesel, I got you. Okay, everybody else I know. All right, we got everybody so far. I got all you screenshotted, so I will subscribe to all of you guys. Ken Sella says, Philippine drivers are like Indian drivers, especially on the motorcycle. Yeah, we're a bunch of lunatics over here, I'll tell you. It's, I started riding, I had a little Honda 110cc that I first started learning to ride in Parañaque here in the Philippines when I first got here. I bought a little tiny bike, a small 110cc, and was learning how to ride the streets here. Then I went up to a 155cc Zongshin, the Chinese bike, made it look like a Harley, you know, a little mini Harley, sold by Motor Stars. I bought that bike in 2012. Then in 2018, I bought a super light, 200cc.
Oh, I was 2 years old.
2018, yeah. So I bought the super light by SYM. They sold it. It's a Chinese bike. Looks like a Harley again. I just sold that bike to PK. He bought that bike from me. And then I now ride a Kawasaki Baja 400. That's what I ride now. Most of the time, that's my go-to bike. In fact, I just bought all-terrain tires for it. So I'm going to change out my street tires to all-terrain tires because it gets really slick and mud here. It's not fun to ride a bike with street tires meant for racing and you put them in the mud and you're like all over the freaking place. You can't climb a hill to save your life. And then you start up the hill and you start slipping out and you can't go anywhere and the bike slides off from underneath you. You're screwed. It's happened to me before.
Papa,
What, son?
only tomorrow we take the big bike to school.
The big bike? Maybe. But is there a puddle at the end of the gate still?
Yep.
Big old puddle? Maybe. We'll see. I might take the big bike to
We
school.
like this big.
I might take you on the big bike. I love Filipino food. It's one of the best. Yeah, you know, I saw a guy made a post yesterday on Facebook. He said Filipino food is the worst he's ever tasted. Where the hell did this guy come from? They got some damn good food here. And a variety of it. A lot of different foods. You know, you should have seen what I had for lunch today. I had bulao bulao, you know, small Spanish mackerel, cooked with malunggay, an egg,
Cheese pandesal.
and cheese pandesal. No, I'm just kidding. But Charm made a dish out of the fish, made fish dish, like fish as like a soup, sort of, more or less. Then we just serve the juice, sabao, over the rice. So we had fish and rice for lunch. And then for dinner, I had a egg sandwich. Small bun, little small sweet roll, and with an egg inside, some mayo. That was my dinner. Yeah, he is a good son. He's doing a lot of work for his mama there. Yep. No helmets and wearing flip-flops. That's me.
I put it on as well.
Thank you, hon. Yeah, if you ever see me, ride, it's rare do I wear a helmet. If Charm and I are going to Masbate City, we have to wear a helmet. But if we're riding anywhere around here, in Balut area, no helmet required. And you can wear flip-flops. And if you're driving long distance, I recommend always to have closed-toed slippers. If you're wearing flip flops, wear the ones with the closed toe. Especially where I live on a dirt road where there's rocks and stuff. You don't need a rock flying up and hitting you in the foot, while you're trying to ride a motorcycle.
No, don't like this.
Yeah. So always wear a closed toe, like Crocs. So like not don't have to be name brand Crocs, but they can be like Crocs as long as they have a closed toe in the front. If you don't, it's against the law anyway. And there is a LTO, Land Transportation Office, in Masbate City, and sometimes they do conduct checkpoints. So I always make it a habit. If I'm going to town, I either wear tennis shoes or I'll wear closed-toed slippers. So I'm actually, Charm and I are going to town on Friday. We went to I got contacted by my lawyer, just give you an update on what's going on with our case. And he said, I need an affidavit from barangay officials in Balud. We need two affidavits, one from the secretary and one from the OIC Kagawa, the Kagawa that signed a document. So they will go with Charm and I on Friday to see the lawyer, and they will also potentially become witnesses in our case because of something that was very underhanded that happened. So anyway, that's what's been going on the last 3 days, dealing with legal issues. Bikes can be used as minivans. They can seat 5 to 7. Yeah, I think I've had 4 on mine. We were living, we didn't have any other vehicle time. If we're just riding like a short distance, like in Bacoor City when we lived there, even though there was cops, me and Charm get on, and we put one of the kids, I put one of the kids in front of me and one of the kids between us, or we put them both between us, but now we got 5, so we don't do that anymore. The kids are big enough now. Micah rides her own bike. Charm can ride a bike now. Ella rides the electric bike, and MJ is on the verge of learning. I'm gonna get him a little quad, I think, to start with, so he can start learning how to ride little by little. He's only 5 years old. He's
Papa,
still young.
only like this small quad like this only.
Yep, little ones. You can ride to school, huh? Don't be camote. They're the worst. Insurance is a must with them. All they can do is beg, but it won't work to insurance.
But two is scary to go down.
We have insurance on everything, Ken. You cannot register your vehicle without insurance here. You have to have insurance.
Papa, but it's too scary to go down.
Yeah. Louis Kuhn says, me too. But anyway, no, I started riding motorcycle here in the Philippines in 2011. As soon as I got here, one of the very first things I did was went and got a fixer to give me the license. To go to LTO and process my documents for license right away. I wasn't even here 2 months and I had my license. I was stamped as Balikbayan when I first arrived in the Philippines. I had a Balikbayan stamp in my passbook. So all I had to do was go in with my driver's license, which you have to have a valid license. You go in, they say, okay, go over here to medical. They do an eye exam, have you read a few lines. Okay, you're good. And then they, just look at you, see if you have any ailments or anything. I wear glasses or contacts, right? So they put down corrective lenses like they always do, every country. And that was it. Got my first license, was good for 3 years. Then I renewed. The next time, I think it was another 3 years. I think it was like 3 years. Then they upped it. Now, in 2022, when I renewed, I got a 10-year license. So my license now is valid out until 2032. Long time. 10 years. But you cannot have anything wrong on your license you first get. Have no mistakes. Don't get caught doing nothing wrong. And when you go to renew your license, you can renew it for 10 years. Then they told me, oh, you can renew 10 years, but because of your age, in 3 years, you need to go do your medical again. Every 3 years. And then the president changed that to where you don't have to worry about medical. You got your license, good for 10 years, period. You don't have to go do medical every 3 years and all that other crap. You're good. 10-year license is a 10-year license. So keep your nose clean, or pay off the cop if you get pulled over for something. If you can't pay him off, you're screwed. Because when it comes time for your 10-year license, it'll be on your record. Nothing you can do about it. Now, just because you get
taking this tomorrow.
okay, just because you get a ticket from a police officer on the street, okay, and in a lot of cases they take your driver's license and they'll tell you what police station to go to. They'll tell you come in 2 hours to such and such police station, or if this is where your license will be to retrieve your license. You can go in, you can talk to the chief of the police, whoever's in there. You can plead your case to him, and you may be able to get that dismissed. Maybe they'll dismiss it for you. So, yep. When I first learned my granddaughter's name, I said, "Oh, you name her like a Pinoy." Arwen. Well, how did she name her anyway? Did she name her after her and her husband's name, or how'd that come about? Ken says, nah, it's for a brand new car. Only the LTO insurance is nonsense. You can only use it if there's casualties. Yeah. If somebody gets hurt or you destroy someone's property, the insurance it's liability insurance, okay? Is all it is. If you have a brand new car, then you have to pay for comp collision, full coverage. My first truck here that I bought brand new, I had to pay full coverage on it. And right now, the truck we're buying, the Mitsubishi Strada, is still full coverage, annual full coverage. Nowadays, when you buy a vehicle in this country, the registration, when you buy the vehicle brand new, is good for 3 years. You ain't got to do nothing. No smog and no licensing for 3 years. After that 3-year period, then you have to start going every year to register. And insurance. You have to buy liability insurance at a minimum. Liability insurance is only like 700 or to 900 pesos a year. It's dirt freaking cheap, and it don't mean nothing. It's just a piece of paper that don't mean much. If you guys ever want me to read the policy to you, I'll break out an old one. I got some old ones here for the motorcycles, and you'll see it's a pretty useless policy, but it's required. When you have a motorcycle here, guys, 3 years registration for buying brand new. And then when you go to re-register, you take it into a smog place. They will verify the smog on it. They'll check your bike or your car, whatever. They'll verify your smog, and usually it passes, okay? And then they'll check everything on the car. Lights, horn, brake, turn signal, everything gets checked on a motorcycle, okay? And your car, they check everything. I had a problem with my my switch on my foot brake, my rear light. When you hit the foot pedal, the foot brake, the light's supposed to come on, but the switch was broken on one of my bikes one time. And I was there at the LTO. I went to do my inspection, and the guy says, "Okay, hit the back brake." So I hit the back brake, and at the same time, I squeezed the handle on the front brake. So the light came on. So the switch on the front brake was working, just not working on the back brake, on the foot brake. So I just squeezed the handle at the same time, and the light came on. Okay, sir, you're good. Arwen came from Lord of the Rings. She's Lord Elrond's daughter, bride of Aragorn, the king. Cool.
Papa,
Very cool.
Papa, why empty?
Huh?
Empty.
I don't know, son. Where's the spinner? That's the extra one. Go play, son. You always come up here to bug me. I got this from an app call. You can show them your online ID and LTO page so they won't take your driver's license. I just usually show them my license on my phone, guys. The only time I will pull my license out in my wallet and show it is if I'm going through a checkpoint. If I go to the checkpoint, I'll tell China, come up on a checkpoint, get my wallet out. She'll get my wallet out of my bag. It's inside behind the plastic, so I can just hold it up for him, right? And if he wants to see it in his hand, I'll pull it out and give it to him. But usually, now I go through the checkpoints. Everybody knows me now. I've been here so damn long. Everybody knows me. I go through the checkpoint, they just, that's Mr. White, wave him through. They know me now. So, all right. So anyway, we'll go to Masbate City on Friday, and
Can I go?
I'm hoping that my distributor will make payment before then. I need to talk to him, tell him I'm going to town on Friday, and get him to make his payment from Thailand, so
Can I go?
we can go ahead and process his order on Friday,
Can I
Monday
go
or whatever.
not?
No, you need to go to school, son.
Why for
I have people
that?
that have to take to Masbate to the attorney. Okay,
Uh,
you're going to be in school,
why?
and you need to get up early that day because Mom and I need to leave here by 7:30. Maybe we'll drive you to the gate and drop you while we go to Ballard. You
Take
go to
the
school.
car?
Yeah. So I noticed in the last fishing live, Boy's gained some weight. Yeah, he's healthy, but the problem is he's. Good morning from San Diego, Sherry. Where you live in San Diego, Sherry? I lived all over San Diego. Santee, El Cajon, Serra Mesa, Coronado, Point Loma. I've lived all over San Diego. I've been all over San Diego. I lived there from 1983 until 1999. 16 years I was living in San Diego area, all around in San Diego area. I was in the Navy there. Ah, you're in Carlsbad. Okay. I know Carlsbad very well. I've been all over Carlsbad, La Jolla, Carlsbad, all the way up the coast. I used to have a girlfriend lived in Del Mar. Boy, that was a long trip. I was living over in I was living in Chihuahua Valley, way up in the frickin' mountains past Ramona. Okay? Way out there. And I started dating a girl from Del Mar. And every time I went to her house, I'd end up spending the night there because it's too far to drive back after I drove 2.5 hours to go visit her. And we're drinking. I don't want to drive back home, you know? So I'd end up spending the night, and then she'd get all pissed at me because I was snoring. Oh, that relationship didn't work very long, I'll tell you. Oh, my goodness gracious. So, yeah, I've lived all over that area of the country. The last place I lived was up in Temecula. I lived there for almost 10 years. Temecula, and then I moved to Menifee for a very short time when I was vacating the house to sell it in Temecula. I vacated the house to sell the house, and I moved up to Menifee into a trailer. It's like a double wide trailer. A lady rented it to me really cheap. Big 1 acre lot. I mean, it was a nice place. And then I was only there about 6 months and got the house sold, or basically had to get rid of everything in the house. And then we got the house sold, moved to the Philippines, out of there, gone. 2011, out of there. Sold my last car. I had a Mustang GT, 2000, it was a 2005 model. I had bought brand new, and that's the last thing I sold and got the hell out of town. I had 5 vehicles to sell. I had everything to sell out there. Motorhome, boat, motorcycles. I had everything to get rid of before I could come here to the Philippines. And let me tell you, it's tough. It's tough to move to the Philippines, okay? Because you can't take it all with you. As much as you might want to, it's very, very difficult because it's very expensive. So, best is like I did, I was almost in a hurry to get the hell out of California. So I pretty much gave everything away. Pretty much. Yep. My ex-wife got the motorhome. I gave her the motorhome. First I got it. I was making payments on it. I said, I can't take this thing with me. I called her and said, you want to make payments on this thing? I'm getting out of town. Okay. I don't know who drove it. She came, picked it up. I wasn't there when she picked it up. Somebody picked the motorhome up. It might be her son did. I don't know. It was a 32-foot Class A RV. Very nice. Anyway, yeah, Masbate is nice to drive. There is no traffic here. The roads are okay in most places. There's a few bumpy pothole roads, but for the most part, the whole island is a lot better than being in Manila, I can tell you that. There's no traffic here. You come out of this out of where I live. There's no traffic where I live. I'm up out in the boonies off a dirt road. So once you get on the paved roads and go into the little town of Balud, there's no traffic. And then from there, it's an hour and a half ride to the city of Masbate. There's a little traffic in Masbate City, but it's like it's moving. It's you might stop, but no more than maybe a minute, you know, waiting for the cop in the middle of the intersection to wave you through, a minute or two, and that's it. You're always moving there. There's no traffic like in Manila where you're dead stopped on Edsa Boulevard, you know. Bachelor Brad says, don't do bad drugs. We don't do any drugs over here, Bachelor Brad. And if you're coming to the Philippines, I don't recommend you do it either. Yeah, having no traffic is great. Same in Palawan, except you never see a cop. Rarely do we see cops here. They do checkpoints, but like I said earlier, they all know me, so it's just like they just wave you through. They know me. The guys at the environmental stop over in Palani Beach area, they have a little environmental stop. They know my truck. I'm the only one driving a Mitsubishi Strada Athlete, black with the big name Strada on the side. You know, I'm the only one driving that truck in this town. So they know my truck. Yep. Yeah, the only time we see cops is, thank you, Brianna, for subbing. I will sub you back as well. I sub everybody that subs to me. I see it. As long as you're public, I can see that you sub to me. Then I can just click on it and sub you right back. Or I will go on your name and just type in at Brianna Tomzak and sub you. Where are you from, Brianna? Thank you. Arcole, I'm guessing you're from Palawan. Nice. You just got a BYD Shark. Amazing for gas saving. Well, the BYD Shark is a hybrid, right? Hybrid electric. And you're on Palawan? Maybe you're not going too fast. It must be really great on gas. Yep. Ah, you're from Michigan. Thank you, Brianna. Nice to meet you. I've never been to Michigan, ever in my life. But I've seen pictures, and it's beautiful in Michigan. I've always wanted to go to Michigan, Minnesota, Wyoming. I always wanted to go up there, just never made it. North Dakota, South Dakota, never made it. I don't think I ever will too. I'm planning to stay here in the Philippines probably for the rest of my life. You know, here or Asia. I'm not ruling out other countries because I have people that work for me in different countries now. I have distributors for the business I started here. So I have a nice company here. B1S1, hello, brother. So what time is it over there right now? It's 8:35 p.m. Yeah, you're in the Western time zone. You're in Arizona. Yeah, 3 hours difference between us. It's 15 hours difference actually. So actually it's 8:35. No, it's the other way. 9 hours. 5:35 a.m. It's 8:35 p.m. here. But today is Wednesday. Today for you is still Tuesday, right? No, you're Wednesday morning now. You're getting up. Yeah. It recharges the battery when you brake. So hybrid, but it takes me weeks to need a fill up. That's awesome. I saw it. I just looked at the BYD Shark. They had one in the mall. Charm and I were in Manila, and they had one on display in the mall. So I opened it, took a look at it. Seems really solid. The vehicle seems really solid. I like the interior. It's nice. It was a black interior. I don't know what they made it out of. If it's real leather or if it's Naga hide or something. But it's a nice vehicle. I liked it. Yep. Just the winter gets a little cold. That's one thing about the Philippines, guys. The only time you're cold in the Philippines is if you're out in the ocean and the rain storms down on you and soaks you. And then the wind is blowing like 30 kilometers per hour, blowing, and you're all wet and you're out there in the ocean. And then you drive home through it, coming back. You are freezing your freaking butt off. That's the coldest. I mean, I felt like I was up in the snow somewhere. And it's 80 degrees outside. Oh my goodness. But when you get wet here out on the ocean, the rain hits you, you get freezing cold. What I end up having to do is I climb back over the two engines we got that are running because the exhaust is right underneath the boards where you're sitting. And I just sit right there and it gets so warm and toasty and nice. You dry off and yep, it's nice then. But man, when it rains here, you can get cold. That's it. There's no snow here. I like your shirt. Oh, thank you.
What?
I don't know what it says. Be
What
cold,
is
Philippines.
done?
Mayon Mountain. This is the Mayon Mountain shirt. Mayon's a volcano that's erupting over there in Bicol, over in Albay, near Naga City. Yeah, I used to live over there in Naga City. We used to go up to the base of the mountain to buy vegetables because they were really, really good vegetables over there from the volcanic dirt that they were growing at farms over there. Wow. Very, very nice. But we used to just, the mountain's huge. It's like 25 miles of slope going up, or 25 kilometers of slope going up the side of this mountain. Very, very steep and long and huge. The mountain is freaking huge, guys. And we would just go on the base of it, just barely up it. I always wondered what it'd be like to get on a skateboard and go down that sucker from where we were. Because we weren't that high, but it was, for a long ways, that would have been a fun skateboard ride. I'd probably wipe out and be dead right now, though. Spiro says, I think there are 2 Naga cities in the Philippines. Well, the one I'm talking about is over in Camarines Sur. Naga City and Camarines Sur. Okay, you have Camarines Norte on Luzon. You have Camarines Norte. After Quezon Province, you got Camarines Norte. Then you got Camarines Sur. Camarines Sur goes halfway there and goes from the mountains all the way down into Pilar. Legazpi, Pilar, Pila, Ariga, all those little towns are, including Naga City, are in Camarines Sur. And that's where I used to live. Naga hide, haven't heard that in a long time. They thought up all kinds of names for fake leather since. Really? I still buy Naga hide over here. I'm not joking, they have it over here. They don't call it that. I don't know what they call it. Just covering, probably chair covering or whatever they call it. But I buy it over here. And what I do is, like when I had the seats in the chariot, I would make my own seats with foam. And I'd buy Naga hide, stretch it, use my staple gun, and pow, 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 make my own seats. I even made really comfortable seats for the boat, for all my boats. I took wood we cut with a chainsaw, dried it, and then I bought foam, and I made really comfortable seats for the boat drivers. Lately, I've been thinking about just buying some boat seats and putting some real boat seats, like a captain's chair to sit in with armrests. Papa would love that, instead of sitting on a little thin board he sits on. We got little boards about this thick right now, about 6 inches wide, and we put that across the boat from side to side. We got some wood framing, the framing on the side of the boat, so we just set it on top of that, and that's where he sits to drive the boat. Or he stands up because the seat's uncomfortable. So one day I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to get a real seat and put on there. Somehow I'll figure it out. But the problem is, the boats aren't real wide. So if I put one captain's chair, then it'd be just for him, And then we would have to have a way to where we could lift that captain's chair. It'd have to be bolted to the engine cover so it can slide forward and backwards with the engine cover. And then we'd have to bolt that to the engine cover so that when we lift the engine cover to get to the engine, the whole seat comes out. So we can do it. I might do it. I've been looking at them. They're not that expensive. I've been looking at them. Make it a little more comfortable for them. We have another fisherman. The guy that we're helping him with his home, he has work in Kalampong right now. And frankly, what we're tired of is every time we want to go fishing, the guy never shows up. Or Papa will say, hey, let's be ready to leave at 4:30. 4:30 comes, I walk over to the guy's house, and hey, we're ready to go. I'll just finish my coffee. That was the last time. And I just posted up a 20-minute video. You'll see it. I posted up a 20-minute video. where I went to his house. He said, I'm just going to finish my coffee. I'm drinking my coffee. Right? He has coffee in his hand. So I go back over. I tell Papa, oh, he's just finishing his coffee. He'll be right here. And he and I walked out to the boat. My father-in-law and I walked out to the boat. I set the Starlink Mini up. I started my live feed. I was sitting there for 20 minutes with you guys live. 5:30 came. He didn't show up. I'm like, forget it. He ain't coming. He didn't tell me he wasn't going, but he just didn't come. So I have a tolerance of about this much for ignorance. And people like that, just done with them. So today, Papang pulled the boat up on the beach. I thought we were going fishing today because Boy told me yesterday when I went to his house he had a toothache. Okay? Oh, my tooth is hurting so bad. So I said, okay. Well, I gave him his super chat money from you guys, from Rebecca and Michael, and some of you guys had given him super chat. So Charm put all the money together for him and Papang. She went and gave Papang his money. I took Boy's money to his house, gave it to him. And then he didn't show up to go fishing. Then today, I knew we weren't going fishing because the boat was on the beach. But I knew he had told me he had a toothache. So I got my toothache medicine and some cotton buds, earbuds, and I walked down to his house, and he was down there working on a motorcycle. And so I handed him the earbud. Here, try this medicine. I showed him how to do it. Dip it in the medicine and put it on your tooth to stop your toothache. But anyway, I came back. I talked to Papa. He said, we're just waiting on the other guy. Maybe when the other guy gets done working in Kalampang, he goes, he used to be my boat captain before for my father-in-law. So he knows Ronnie. He knows my father-in-law. So I think he's going to come work for us. And he will walk back and forth. From Kinandutai to come to work, he will walk back and forth. I told Charm I might just give him the little Suzuki Raider. Not give it to him outright, but let him ride it every day back and forth. That's what he can use to come to work every day. There's no excuse, you know. But Papang said he'll walk. Morning and evening, he'll walk. He'll walk over in the morning, reset the nets, and then in the afternoon, he'll walk back and get on the boat and go fishing with us every day. That's what we need. We need a guy who wants to show up to work. If you have a business and you tell a guy be there at 4:30, and he looks at you and says, I'll be there at 5. What would you say? Would you keep the guy employed? Or would you tell him to pack sand? You know? I mean, nice enough guy. Boy's a really nice guy. He's a hard worker. But he wants it all on his terms. He wants to show up to work when he wants to show up to work. Not when you expect him to show up to work, or not when you want him to show up to work. He comes on his own time, or he doesn't come at all. So you know what? I'm the boat owner. Papang's the boat captain. You don't want to show up to work. You don't have a job. No more fish for you. Go find another boat to fish. I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to deal with that. That kind of attitude, I have a very short fuse for that kind of attitude. So, yep, pack sand. That's it. The other guy wants to work, so hopefully we'll get him in here. Yeah, I heard about this. Pinoys do not want to say no. Jimmy John says, oh crap, my daughter does not like carrots. Really? Eric says, hi, Brianna. Yep. I think there's a lot of cities the same in the Philippines because, for example, Rojas City, right? There's more than one Rojas City because cities were named after famous people with the last name Rojas in different areas in the Philippines. That's why there's the same names of cities in different places, different localities. Different islands have sometimes the same name. You'll run into that. So you can look them up. But if somebody says Naga City Bicol, there's only one Naga City in Bicol, in Camarines Sur. Only one. It's good that you're in Masbate, but the fishermen in Palawan is getting bullied by China. I have a feeling China's going to try to take Palawan at some point. They've got a lot of Chinese spies on Palawan right now, all around your military bases there. So I've been watching that very closely now, for ever since President Duterte. I've been watching everything that China's doing to the Philippines and why and what's going on and all the pogo crap and all the spies, military spies that came over during the pogo operation. It is way out of hand in this country. If they don't get it under control, they're going to lose Palawan, El Nido, and Coron. They're going to lose all those islands. And hopefully the U.S. will step up under their treaty and support them before anything stupid happens. But my guess is you got it, Ken. You answered what I was about to say. He did. And it's not good. Everything's coming down on this administration now because of what was done in the prior administration. Wasn't pretty. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody that's got any common sense knows it. We all see it. We've seen it for years now. We've been watching it. But I don't like to talk about politics on my channel. You know, here's what I do believe. Okay, I'll say one last thing and I'm going to quit talking about it. I believe if they attack Taiwan, that they will hit the Philippines at the same time. Philippines, South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, all at the same time. And Guam. They're going to hit Guam too. So they're going to hit all of those places at one time. But they're not ready. They already know that what they have, I ran as a test. And the test failed miserably. Their so-called radar to detect stealth technology doesn't work. And now they know it. They know that their planes, their J-20 and all their supposed stealth planes aren't stealthy. They've been lied to. The government's been lied to by their engineering. That's why so many people got fired recently, because they figured out when all the tests failed in Iran, they said, oh crap, you guys been selling us a line of crap. And so the figureheads over there start losing their heads over there. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but it happened. All right. Anyway, I'm done with politics.
I take a bath in the cold shower.
Oh, really? Good, good. I've been to Naga City once, and also a little town called Pili. Yep. And do you know in Pili, there's a big Magnolia chicken factory there in
Are
Pili?
we going to Undercon?
Maybe. But I walked that factory. The factory had a problem. They have guys that come over, they do inspections for the government on like meat packing plants and food processing plants. They always have government health inspections and stuff like that. Well, because of the ins and outs of their freezers, they couldn't maintain a cold enough temperature on their freezers. So they called me to go in to give them a presentation on my cold plus AC treatment. And we told them it'll work, but it won't work. Nothing will work for you if you cannot make your employees shut the door. So they got a problem. The employees leave the door open because they're going to walk back, 20, 30 feet and grab some more meat and bring it to the freezer to put it in the freezer. So they just leave the door open. So the door spends more time open than it spends closed. So they kept failing their health inspection at that plant, the Magnolia chicken plant in Pili. I've been there. I watched the chickens going through the rack and the feathers being plucked off of them by the machine. They walked me through the whole plant. I got to see how they process chickens. Hello, come up. How can I help you? Okay, go get it, please. So I went through the Pili plant there. Yeah, Sure did. I've done a lot of stuff in my time, guys, over here in the Philippines. I've been to a lot of major corporations in this country. I have.
What's your life?
I know, Pilar, how you
What's
pay?
your life?
Pilar,
I want to see your life. I want to see your life.
you want to watch my live? Hold on. MJ wants to watch my live on his tablet. Are you going to bed? Search YouTube like this, MJ. You have to type in at Thriving Expat.
At reading.
See, right there. There I am. And then you have to find my live view channel. Live. There you go. Now, go in the bedroom. Watch me.
Here.
Isn't that what you say when they come to buy ice? No, they. Ano means what? Then you say pila means how much. Pila, P-I-L-A, means how much. And they'll say isa, one, right? Or dua, tetlo, whatever, apat, however many they want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, whatever. They'll give you the number. And then you ask them what's their money. And usually I just ask them in English. By that time, I'm done with the Tagalog. I ask them in English what their money is, and then they'll tell me. So I know when I bring the ice to them, I don't have to make 2 trips. I can just come in here, go in the ice bucket, get the proper change for them. I have their ice, I walk it out, give it to them. They hand me the money, I give them their change, So I have to make two trips. But that's what you say. Ano? Pila?
Papa, I just like you.
Take another red horse. Yeah, I got a San Mig. I got a red horse anymore.
Papa, I just
In fact, if we go to Masbate City, I will buy red horse. I have 3 empty cases of red horse. I've got 4 empty cases of apple, or three empty cases of apple, and I have 1 case of mule left. I'm on the last of my apple. I got 2 left, and I'm empty. But I have 1 case of mule left. So I guess I'm going to shift over to mule here. Maybe Friday I'm going to stock up my beer again. I need more beer. I need more red horse. I haven't had red horse in a while. I don't think David Jessup's in the channel yet tonight. But I think I'm going to take one of those buy me a coffees. I'm going to buy him another bottle of Jack Daniels. I got 1 here. It's almost full. I think I'm going to buy him another bottle of Jack Daniels so when he comes, he'll have plenty of Jack Daniels to drink. That way he can lay up on the beach and relax just like he wants to do. He wants to relax for a week. And coming out of what he's coming from, yeah, I'd be relaxing too. So anyway, it's going to be nice. I think when I go into town, I should buy another bottle for him. Just so he'll have at least 1 more here. Tell the truth, Michael, you drank double to make up that dry mouth, didn't you? Yeah, I always do, of course. I take long swigs, I can drink half this bottle down in 1 long swig for my dry voice. Sherry says, looking forward for your friend from chat, Kay Shree, come visit you in Charm in August. Oh, she's changed her mind now. Kay Shree's going to come over in December. When everybody else comes in December. Nobody's coming in August. The only one coming in August, August 22nd, is Jeff Babb from Katagan over here. I don't know if Phil, there's a new guy named Phil in my chat. He's over there with Jeff Babb also. Phil and Jeff, Michael Labrador, there's 3 guys over there in the same area that on August 15th, the day of our little mini fiesta here, since I don't have any guests coming, Charm and I are probably going to jump in the truck and head over there to Katagan, the other side of the island. Where you go all the way up from here, then you turn right at Masbate City and go all the way to the end of the island to the right. Down on the left side, you'll see Katagan, Cataigan. That's where we'll be going. And August 15th is Jeff Babb's birthday. So we were thinking to go over there. He's come over here already. We're thinking to go over there and visit Jeff for his birthday. Come back on the 16th, attend a little bit of the fiesta on the 16th, and then it'll be over with. And then everybody else is coming. I think Rebecca's plan is November, and the other guys are all going to come in December. I'm not sure how many people are coming, but it'll be a nice. I have a feeling we'll have a few people.
I think 1 million people.
Well, I don't know. Jimmy Johnny, you said you weren't coming, right? Michael Apostle's not coming with his wife. So right now, Rebecca's supposed to come in November into Manila. She wants to go to Manila first, or Cebu, I think, one of the cities. But I think Rebecca was a little confused about the immigration thing. So her confusion about immigration was what was making her think she had to stay in Manila for 2 months for her visa. But it's not the way it works. You come here, the way the visa works, you come into the country, they will stamp your passport, okay, for a period of 29 days. And then, right then at the airport, you can ask them for an extension, for a 30 days extension. And before you leave the airport, they were doing it. I'm not sure if they still do, but I think they do. That you can ask for an extension when you get to the immigration, and when you up there with your passport, you can ask him, sir, I'd like to extend for an additional 30 days while I'm here in the airport. Is that possible? And if so, he'll direct you where to go to pay for it. You'll pay for the extra 30 days, and then they'll stamp your passport. You'll pay the fee, and you'll get your receipt, and you'll be good for 59 days. When you walk out of the airport, you'll be good for 59 days. You go anywhere you want then, okay? Anywhere you want in the Philippines, you can go. When you get 1 day away or 2 days away from that 59-day point, you need to, wherever you're at, locate the nearest immigration and go on in and sign up for another 60 days. If you're going to stay, you sign up for 60 days, right? And then at that point, they may ask you to pay for the ACRI card, the tourist ACRI card. If they do, that's an additional 8,000 or 9,000 pesos. Oh, that's because I asked her to give me the information to pay them. I mean, I got to track them down to pay them. My goodness. I've been trying to pay her for months. Every time I ask this group, it's a really nice group, okay? They handled my disability claim for me. Everything for me, got the doctor visits and everything, set you all up, did it all over here in the Philippines. And then when it came time to pay, because they charge you a portion of your initial disability that you receive, they'll charge, I think it's 20% or something like that. Anyway, I owed them like $1,784 or $1,748 or $84, right? For their fee, for the lawyer's fee in the US, in Florida, that did it for me. And so I've been asking them, every time I get an email from them, I ask them, please send me your banking information so that I can send the payment to you. Because I got the money in my Navy Federal account, it's just sitting there waiting to pay them. I want to pay them, but they never give me the banking information. Because right now I have another VA claim, one more, for sleep apnea. Because I had a deviated septum here. They broke it while I was in the Navy, and they straightened it and opened me up so I could breathe better. But when I lay on one side, when I lay facing, if I lay on my left side, facing the middle of the bed, I snore. If I roll over, face the outside of the bed, because I sleep on this side of the bed. The bed's here, I sleep on that side. Anyway, if I lay on my right side, I don't snore. If I lay on my left shoulder, I snore. And when I snore, I also gasp for air, Charm says. So I told the doctor, I said, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea in the military. They broke my nose and did surgery on my nose to open it up to make me breathe better. They stopped some of the apnea, but not all of it. I still have sleep apnea. So I'd like to refile now all these years later now, I want to go ahead and have them looked at again. They can send me into the hospital here in Makati. They have to arrange for an overnight visit or whatever, so you can sleep there overnight. They'll hook up 1,000,000 electrodes to you, and they'll monitor your body while you're sleeping. And of course, I'm only going to sleep on my left side, or on my back. So I think better I sleep on my back. If they ask me, I'm going to say, oh, I sleep on my back. That's how I sleep. If I sleep on my back or my left side, all night long. Anyway, so I'm waiting on this new claim to come in so I can go to the doctor and have them look at me one more time in Makati, and then I'll be done with the VA. Right now, I'm 50% disabled. And I understand if you do have sleep apnea, that's automatic 50%. So that'll put me right at 100. Bam. Right off the bat. That should bump me up to 100. So we'll see. If they approve it and I have it, then my disability could go up to 100% disability. Wouldn't that be nice? Jimmy John, should I mail the jerseys to you? No, just give them to Matthew. He's coming. He'll be there in a couple days, Jimmy. Just give them to Matthew. He's going to put it in the... he has another box he's going to send us, a balikbayan box, small box, with some stuff he picked up.
Papa,
But yeah, if you could do that, just give it to Matthew. It'll arrive in
Matthew, you have a
3 months.
Lamborghini.
Balikbayan boxes take 3 months to get
Papa.
here. What?
Matthew, you have a Lamborghini.
Matthew does not have a Lamborghini. No.
Why?
He has a BMW and a truck.
Yo, that.
Maybe when you're older, if he's still got the Beamer, maybe you can buy it from him.
BMW is fast.
It's a nice car, yeah.
Fast.
It's a fast car, yeah. Very nice.
Papa, the door gate go up.
No, not on BMW. They swing out.
How about the Lamborghini go
Yeah,
up?
the doors go up, Lamborghini.
But a race car.
It depends on the car, son. They all have different door designs. You can make a door design on any car you want that the doors will go up for you. Okay?
I want my car, the
You want the
fast-
doors to go up?
The fast one.
You have to have somebody design that for you. You can put that on my truck, have the doors go straight up in the air, come out and go up. Go to bed, son. You have school tomorrow. Okay? Whoa. You need to keep that nice for tomorrow for your teacher. Hey, Barbie. How are you?
Barbie.
Boy, it's been a few days since I've been to your channel, too. How are you been? I'm not. Maybe next year. Okay. Yeah, 29-day extensions, Bureau. An ACR card. Yep. And PK found out. He thought you could just go in, apply for ACRI card, get your receipt, and go get your driver's license. And he went to the LTO to try to get his driver's license with the receipt of the ACRI card, not the real ACRI card. And they told him, sorry, sir, you need the actual card. So, some places you go, don't ask for the card. But you prove you've been there over 90 days. Okay? If you've been there over 90 days, then you should have the ACRI card. Unless you are a balikbayan, you're married to a Filipino, and she came in with you to the airport, and they stamped you with a balikbayan pass. Okay? Then you're okay. You can go get your license right away. If you have a visa, 13A visa, or any kind of other visa that's already approved to be in the country, you can just take that and go get your driver's license right away. But if you don't, and you're just a tourist, okay, there's controversy. Everybody always has a different way of doing things, depending on the LTO you go to. I hear the easiest one is in Quezon City. But I like the one in Las Piñas. I went right in, boom, you show your ACRI card. Go through the things you need to get. Get your ACRI card because it's good. You can open a bank account. Without it, you can't open a bank account, okay? So get your ACRI card at your 90-day point. It's going to help you with a number of things, not just your driver's license. But it makes it easier. You show your ACRI card, you show your driver's license from your country. They don't take your driver's license. Somebody was saying they take your driver's license. They exchange it. They don't exchange your driver's license. They don't touch your driver's license. Other than to look, it's valid. Do you have a motorcycle or endorsement car and motorcycle? Or are you car only? You know, they'll look at that now. They start getting a little more strict on that because it used to be anybody that came in with a foreign driver's license automatically got the motorcycle endorsement. And you don't have to take a test. Nowadays, you may have to take a test.
The 100,
Everything's changing, guys.
The 100, 0, 0, 0, 1.
100.
Only 2 zeros.
100. 2 zeros. 1,000. 3 zeros.
What? 1,000.
1,000 is 1, 0, 0, 0. 3 zeros. 100 is 2 zeros.
About 20.
1 0. 2 0.
About 0, 0.
That's nothing. Now, do me a favor. Go to bed.
About 1 coin.
Go to bed.
About 1 coin.
1 peso. 1 peso gonna be 1 on your butt if you don't get to bed. And go to bed now.
No.
This boy, I can't get him to get up for school in the mornings. We wake him up at 6:30, and he's still late at 7:30. I'm gonna start waking him up at 6. When Ella wakes up at 5:30 or Micah at 6, he needs to be up. Yeah. Not be asking for milk and laying there trying to sleep longer. He don't want to go to school. He didn't want to go to school today because it rained last night. Is it still raining? Yeah. And the rain stopped. Nope, not raining no more. You have school. And then he went to school and he came home. He says, there's no teacher. My teacher didn't come to school. So MJ had no teacher today, so he had to come home, no school. Anyway, she'll be there tomorrow.
My
You get to bed. She's, sweetheart, go to
My
bed.
teacher has a
It's 9.
fever.
It's 9:09. Go to bed.
Mama, still
Now.
not sleeping.
Hello, Ruby. How are you? Welcome back. No, you don't need the ACR card on SRRV, Spiro. If you get your SRRV, you're good to go. No ACRI card required. No annual report required. When you go in and out of the country, you don't have an exit clearance tax. See, as a permanent resident visa holder, every time I leave the country, I have to pay travel tax, just like Filipinos pay, $16.20, okay, for an adult. And I have to pay an exit clearance, which is $38.20 or $38.40, whatever it is now. Exit clearance. So I end up spending 5,000 pesos just to leave the country, to go to another country, anywhere you go, because I have a 13A visa, okay? And then when you come back, there's no fees to come back in. But when I leave, if I leave the first time in 2026, let's say I got to take a trip in January, and let's say I have another trip coming up in August, okay? In August, I still have to pay another $16.20, and they drop it by almost 1,000 pesos. It goes like to $27.70 for the exit clearance. They drop it almost 1,000 pesos for the exit clearance, but I still have to pay it, and it's like 4,000 pesos. So it's like they get you with the 13A visa. They got you. They get you coming and going. They screw 13A visa holders bad, and we have to do annual report. Virtually, it was 500 last year. This year, annual report, no, last year was 800 total. It's 310. It was 310 plus 500 because you did it virtually online. This year, it was 1310. They raised another 500 pesos. So I paid 1310 this year to do the virtual report. But it's still cheaper because for me to trip over to Legazpi means I got to drive to Masbate City, take a 3.5-hour boat ride, a 1-hour van ride, go to immigration, do my annual walk-in, annual check-in. You have to make an appointment first, too. You walk in, do your annual report, takes about 5 minutes, 3 minutes, pay your 310 pesos, turn around, pay for the van, pay for the fast craft to take you back. Already you're over 1,300, and then drive back home. So you're into it for over 2,000 pesos or more even for all your gas and stuff. You're probably into it for 16, 17, 1800 pesos. When I can just sit at my house right here, make the appointment for same day for 10 a.m. I'll make the appointment at 8 a.m. for same day 10 a.m. appointment. At 10 a.m., they call you or you call in to their number they give you. They put you in a little window, and then while you're sitting there like you're sitting in a room, a waiting room, then they'll basically make an announcement that they're going to call you. They call you, and they want you to dress nice, wear a collared shirt. That's all they see is a collared shirt. Have your ACRI card with you, and have your passport with you. And they ask you to hold them up, and they take a picture. Okay, sir, I'll send you an email. You go there and you pay your fee. Okay, thank you, bye. It takes like 5 minutes, and you're done. And then you go online to the email they send you, you click on the link, and you go make the pay. You can pay with GCash, or pay Maya, or a lot of ways you can pay it. So that's what you got to do if you do the virtual annual report. And you only get a 2-month window to do it in. Every year, January 1 to March 1. That's it. But in that 60-day period, or less, because February only has 28 days. So it's less than 60 days. Okay, it's like 59 days window that you have to do annual report. If you miss it, you get fined for a late fee. So don't miss it, guys. Just do what you got to do. I was thinking to get an SRB, but I don't really want the hassle of that either. You have to pay every year for that. They have payments they have to make. It's $360 to pay. $360 is like 3 trips out of the country. And if I don't go out of the country, I only pay for the annual report. That's it. And I can do that cheap, virtually 1,300 peso. So it's cheaper, really, to have a 13A visa overall. And the benefits are the same. And you don't have any better benefits with SRV. You can't buy property in the Philippines, okay? Nothing's different. And I think the way they've been changing the SRV, I'd be almost afraid to have that courtesy visa, that retirement visa. They've been changing the rules like crazy on that. You guys make sure before you go sign up for it that you know what you're doing, that you read up on all. There's only 3 now. There was like 6 programs under it. There's only like 3. So make sure you know what you're doing, because if you're military, if you're a vet, retired veteran, then you only have to pay 1,500 pesos you have to give 1,500 peso, like a security deposit or whatever, a payment. And then you got to pay another 1,500 for them to do all the processing. So it's like 3,000 US dollars to get your SRRV. And then you have to pay every year, or you can ask for 3 years at a time or whatever. Like I think Scuba Doo is doing 3 years on his SRV. I don't know what visa Ray. I think Ray may have an SRV. Ray in the Philippines. If not, he's on tourist. But I think he's an SRV holder. I would hope he's something, not tourist. Tourist sucks. Tourist, you got to go to immigration every 2 months. Now it's hard to get longer visas. Hello, Mr. J. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to my channel. Another one I'm going to screenshot. I'll go subscribe to you. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. I'm not in Legazpi. I'm in Masbate. On Masbate Island, down in Balud area.
Devil or God?
With door.
Devil or God?
God always. Door, Micah.
Ano?
Pila. How do you say what's your money in Visayan?
Pilain mo kwarta.
Huh? Kwarta, what?
Pilain mo kwarta.
Pila? Ni
Mo kwarta.
kwarta?
Kwarta mali.
Pila, I know kwarta's money. Pila na kwarta. Pila na kwarta.
Pilain mo.
What? Ema?
Imo.
Emo? Emo. Pila, emo,
Pila
quarta.
imo.
Emo, quarta. What is your money? Pila, emo, quarta. Okay, now I know. Thank you.
Not pila
You get your
imo.
bag.
I'll be practicing that one next. I'll say ano. They'll say yellow.
Papa,
I say
because,
pila. They'll say isa.
because you're
And then I
not,
say pila, emo, quarta. And then they will say a number to me I won't even know. Because I don't know all the numbers.
because you not know
I'm on
Tagalog.
Masbate Island,
Because
yes.
you not know Tagalog.
No, Spiro, I don't think I'm going to get my SRV. I think I'm going to stick with what I got. Mine is a 5-year renewal. He doesn't have SRV yet. Oh boy.
Tagalog.
So he's doing the tourist thing. Wow. Terry, how are you?
No Tagalog.
Terry says, so all you need is our money. I don't need your money, Terry. Thank you very much for the offer, but no, I don't need your money. The government here needs your money. I don't need your money. I have enough money. I'm in Camarines Norte. Very nice. I was just talking about Camarines Norte earlier. But I was talking really about Camarines Sur because I lived in Naga City. That's why I was saying Camarines Norte is right above Camarines Sur. As you're coming down out of the mountains there, you come through Camarines Norte from Quezon Province. That's what I was saying. Mr. J, none of your damn business how much money I have. And why are you all capping in my channel? You're screaming at me. Why are you screaming at me? We don't discuss how much money we have. I have plenty. I have a good life. I have a fishing boat. I get fresh fish every day. That's more than money can buy. Huh? I have fresh fish every day. I don't need money. I have fruit trees and vegetables and fresh fish. You don't need no money here. Don't take money to live here. Buy beer. You asked the Messiah, so that's why you commented I'm also a Messiah. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about the people come here to buy things from us. They buy Purina, they buy ice, yellow. They come here for a lot of reasons. Hardware supplies, nails, screws, wood, you name it, we sell it. They always come here asking to buy something from us. Frozen meat, frozen chicken, frozen sausage, chorizo, whatever. They're always coming here to buy something at my house. I got I guess I got at least 10 little baskets of money going on at any one time. So it's cool. If you work hard, you have money. That's right.
Papa,
Cheers, Mr. J.
Papa, I have
Westlin says, watching here from Philippines, Cebu City. Very nice. Where in Cebu City are you? Right in Cebu City? Or are you in Lapu-Lapu or Mactan? Or are you right in Cebu City? I know Cebu City because I used to I worked over there for almost 6 weeks with a friend of mine. I wasn't really working. I was running around with him looking at all the swimming pools because I'm a wholesaler for some swimming pool equipment. Coming from the USA, I'm the wholesaler. And my distributor lives in Manila now, but he used to live in Cebu. And so he invited me to go over to Cebu to work with him over there. Go put that away. It makes an echo on my phone.
look.
What is that guy's name? There's a guy who lives way up on the hill up there. He's an actor. Slater Young. I've been to Slater Young's house. I went to his house because we built a swimming pool for him up there. And we went up to sell him ozonation and ionization units from my company, the company that I sell for, that I'm a wholesaler for. And my distributor is a dealer, and it's his pool. So we went up to inspect the pool and determine what size the pool was so that we could figure out what size units he needed for his house. The scale blaster for his house, because he's on really hard water there. They have well water, very hard water, spring water out of the mountain. And we looked at a swimming pool also, which needed several units. The scale blaster, ionization, R40, and OZ50. So we ended up selling, I think, 4 pieces of equipment to Slater Young. And then we also are Marco Polo condominiums. Do you know Marco Polo? They're our customer. In fact, they just ordered, waiting on the order for my distributor to come in, but they just ordered 4 more Scale Blaster units for 2 more towers in Marco Polo. They've done 1 tower. Now they want 2 more towers done. When they finish the other towers there, they're going to put our Scale Blaster unit on the towers there also. So, yeah. If you work hard, you have money. Yeah, Mr. J, that was my son watching my live feed. So his little tablet was echoing. I told him to take it out of here. He just turned it off. But now I'm only running the company now. Charm owns the company. Okay, I'm just the one that does invoicing. I don't get paid. Okay, everything's for Charm and the kids. So the company's established. I have international distributors, and all we do is move money. That's it. Invoicing and move money. All legal, legit, not laundering money. We're selling a product. We have 12 product lines. 12 different product lines that we sell. And the Clearwater and Scale Blaster for Clearwater Enviro Technologies out of Florida, Clearwater, Florida, is my biggest business. I have distributors selling that in Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan, Thailand, Bangladesh, Singapore, and we're trying to open the door into India now. If I can ever find the right person in India, I'll open the door in India. Maybe in Delhi or somewhere around there. But I don't know how many swimming pools people have in India. I've never been to India to check it out. So I guess the easy way, if you do like I do, you can go to Google Earth, guys, like I used to do when I lived in California. I would know where every swimming pool was on every street. You can go to Google Earth, you could zoom in on a neighborhood, right? And you can look on the street, and you can look at you can start on the corner, and you can count, okay, 3rd house has a pool. 6th house has a pool. So if you wanted to go solicit product, you wouldn't have to go to a house without a pool. You already know where the houses are with the pools because you just count them from the corner. So you just park your car, you mark on the map, you make a little picture, you mark on the map where all the pool houses are, and you just go door to door and you try to make business. Slick, huh? You use Google Earth for that. Hi, Rebecca. How are you, Becky? Rebecca's in the house. No karaoke tonight. Maybe this weekend I'll do it. But we had a lot going on just these last few days. And I actually thought about it tonight. I was going to fire the karaoke up, but I was busy. I was posting up videos up until almost 8 o'clock. And I said, okay, I better go do a live real quick for a little while. So right before 8, I started this live feed. All right. Welcome, welcome. 1 star said, hey, Mom, Becca. Oh, let me show you guys what's going on. I have some pictures I took for you guys, too. Let's go to the green screen. Look at the house we're building down here. Okay. Looking here. This is looking at the master bedroom. You see all the steel trusses already up, installed, ready for roofing tomorrow. That's all ready to put roofing on. Okay, and then here's another one. The entire house, trusses on the entire house are now complete. So tomorrow we're installing roofing. So that's going to happen. And then over that cement you see on the wall, the reason that's there is because they've already done the finishing of that area. We're going to be putting a flat sheet over the top of the cement wall and over the roofing, so that any rains that might come, the roofing will go all the way edge to edge against the cement wall, right? And be screwed down. And then because it sits below the top of the cement block, see, you can't really see it from there, but the steel is actually lower by about 5 or 6 inches, all right, below the hollow block. So the roofing will sit on 3 sides. We'll have cement all the way around, blocking the wind from touching the steel, just like we did on the schoolhouse. And then the bottom side, the one side at the bottom down there on the left, will be down and then have a gutter and fascia board and cement board underneath that to prevent the wind from coming and hitting the roof and taking it up. So it was going to be an extremely secure roof. Solid block home, all cells filled, steel bar reinforced, steel trusses, steel roofing, all screwed down, and then we'll have the what I was telling the guys, tomorrow get the roofing done. Then if it rains, we work inside on the counters, and everything needs to be done in the kitchen, and everything, the closet, everything needs to be done. We can do all the work inside. If it's not raining, we can get outside and do all the smooth coat, skim coat, smooth coat first of cement, and then just skim coat over it. 2 layers of skim coat, so it's nice and smooth, sand it all down, and then we got to figure out what color to paint it. I haven't decided on the paint color yet. They still have to put 2 posts in the front for the front porch. They got to put 2 posts, so then they can extend the steel out and put the front porch roofing on also. These are the screws I got today. These are 3-inch, what you call a tech screw, with a steel drill tip on it, on every screw, and we use a nut driver, 8mm or 5/16 nut driver, to drive these through the roofing down through the steel trusses. So that ain't no storm going to be pulling out these nails. They're going to be about 6 to 8 inches apart. They ain't nothing going to pull these screws out. I got 800 screws on. Hold on, guys. Let's put it to the green screen. Bang. Okay, there you go. See, I have 800 screws down in this box right here for all the work these guys are going to be doing, putting the roof on. So we're ready. We got all the roofing. We got all the screws. The trusses are up. So tomorrow is roofing day. So by tomorrow evening, the roof will be on. The roof metal will all be on tomorrow. 1 star says, nice, Mike. Excellent job. Thank you, Rebecca. What symbol? 1 star. Looks strong. Yeah, it will be very strong. What is this symbol I see people using at Eric? He's asking Eric, God's country. What's that symbol? What symbol? I don't know. No karaoke. Where's the one who installed mirror glass every unit? Oh, you're the one who installed the mirror glass. Very nice, Westland. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys have met their engineering department over there too. Charm's wallet. Yep, good. Michael's wallet, no good. Hi, Charm, Mike, and MJ. Hi, John Drake. Yeah, Mike's wallet is no good. Hey, Jim, how are you? Jim Craziness in the house. Yeah, Westland, the pool company that my distributor owns is called Pools and Spa. That's his email address. Pools and Spa, Philippines. Right now he's over in, his main office is in QC. He still maintains a big warehouse there in Cebu. Over in, where's his warehouse? I forgot the little area over there. I think it's close to Mac 10. You got to cross the bridge to get over to it. It's over in Mac 10 area, I believe. But he's got a big warehouse over by the McDonald's over there. And then, I mean, a huge warehouse. And then he has a condo at Marco Polo. And he has a condo in QC that he owns, that he's buying. And he's got an office in Quezon City also. Right up across from R33 Cars. He has a car wash there, and his pool office is there in Quezon City. So he's a good guy. I mean, distributing for me. I wish sometimes he'd buy a little more product. I'm a little disappointed in the lack of sales, but I know he's trying to run the chlorine business because he makes a little more money, I think, on chlorine. You know, he's got in with the group that sells chlorine in the Philippines. And once you're in that group, you don't want to do away with it, even though the product we sell eliminates chlorine. So there's customers who don't want chlorine. They're sick of it. So those are the ones that buy our products. And it's good. If it looks like a shield, then it's a moderator for the channel. Yeah. Well, One Star knows that. How do you do your roof on the top? Yeah, it's going to be down inside the cement on 3 sides, all screwed down onto the steel trusses. And then we do flat sheet. We do a wrap around over the cement hollow blocks in the front and the sides. We wrap flat sheet up across the hollow block, down and over top of the roofing. We overlap it about a foot so that no rain can back up and get down to the corner of the wall or anything. And we screw that down too. So it's just like we did at the elementary school. No leaks. No drops of water ever going to come down through there. And before we put the ceiling up, we walk it very closely in the daytime and we stare at every square inch of the roofing and we make sure that nobody missed the screw hole. Or send a screw down that didn't hit the steel and leave a hole in the ceiling. Because the last thing you want in your bedroom is a water leak, going onto your ceiling. And then the other thing we're doing is this entire house ceiling, where I use HardyFlex here on my ceiling with recessed lights, this is all cement board, HardyFlex. Okay, I'm not doing that down there. I'm using polyboard that you rivet to steel framing. We will put up an entire steel lattice framing and then we will rivet the entire, all the polyboard gets riveted to that. What, hon? Oh, I didn't even realize he was sitting over here next to me. He's sound asleep, bless his soul. Okay, let me get him, Jay, and put him to bed. I'm going to put his nice little birthday card he made for the teacher. They have a brand new teacher at the school. She'll be there tomorrow. She had fever today, didn't show up, but she'll be there tomorrow. And all the kids, it's her birthday tomorrow. So every child, I had like 6 kids up here, 7, making birthday cards. And it's MJ's teacher. She's the one who will be teaching grade kinder. Okay. Come on, son, stand up. Come on. Let's go to bed. Walk. Come on. Walk. I gotta get this boy to bed. Come on, step. Almost took an extra step, huh? Okay, get up in there, son. Let's turn the fan on you. Okay, go. I got the fan. You get in bed. Okay, got it? Hold on, let me plug in this one. I have a battery charger right here, 40%. But we have a 12-volt fan here on the wall that we used from our other batteries before. We were running 12-volt solar system. And so now I have a 12-volt fan. So what I do is I use a little motorcycle battery, 12-volt battery, and I keep a little charger here, and it charges up the battery. I didn't charge it today, but it's charging now, 50% already. And then it'll charge through the night and give him 100% charge. So he'll have a fan blowing right on him all night long. Make him nice and cold. He likes his fan. We call that his fan. He loves his fan. All right, Chama, I have one more cup and juice in the bedroom. Is that a laxative tea you gave me?
Just because you have a pretty face and you are used to men sweet talking you,
Huh?
I actually think you have what it takes.
Nest tea.
Buy that in Lucena?
I quit.
Which one? That's turmeric tea.
Yeah.
Thought you valued talent and kept things professional. But now, you see I was wrong about you. Take some time to cool off. When you calm down and want to return, the door is always. Don't bother. I will never step foot in Great British Solutions again.
Oh,
Claire may not have a
this is what she gave me today. Clinically proven to aid in digestion in as early as 3 days.
What has
Nestea Cleanse,
She and I were working on
high in fiber.
the core module development.
So this is going to clean my system out. Going to give me the runs.
The remaining work could be handled by you. Okay. All the files are here. Feel free to ask me any questions.
Nestea Cleanse, huh? Increased to 2 glasses a day on the 4th day to get a higher fiber intake. Drink 10 glasses of fluid per day and maintain an active lifestyle. What is it supposed to cleanse my body out? Made in Cabuyao, Laguna, over there near Keishuri. No, actually, she's over by Lucena, closer to Lucena, she said. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so I'll try to make a better video tomorrow of how they're doing it, Spiro, so you guys can see. But it's a very effective way of having a leak-proof roof that a typhoon can't just lift up and take away from you. It's impossible for the wind to get underneath this roof. Cannot get under it. No way, no how. Cannot. It can't come through your door or your windows and go up and hit the roof because you have ceiling. And it cannot get under the roof from the outside in any way, any direction. You'll see when we're done. It's a very effective way of putting a roof on a house and never losing your roof during a typhoon. You've seen many houses get lost. I'm sure if a tornado came, and set down right on top of you, and it'd probably destroy your roof. But we don't have many of those water spout tornadoes over here. And I've cleared the main mango tree that was right above the roof is gone. Already cut down. Gone. So there's no immediate tree right over the roofing area. We're going to keep it that way. Because I think we need to, that inverter, Charm, I need to find out if that's a 24 volt inverter. The inverter shower cell has. Is it a 24 volt or a 12 volt inverter? I need to find out. Okay. Anyway, Charm's sister has an inverter to sell us for $11,000, and then Roslyn and Robert want to sell us his 3 720 watt solar panels plus wiring. I think his wiring, breakers, electrical boxes, 1 battery, 24 volt. I think it's 24 volt, 200 amp hour. I think it's 24 volt, 200 amp hour, 4,800 watts. So I'm thinking to put that on this new little house down here. I call it the Becca house. I'm thinking to put the solar on the roof there and the inverter, mount the inverter and the battery, maybe put it up in the walk-in closet so that has complete solar power to be able to run whatever. It's not a lot of power, but it'll run a refrigerator at night. We're off the grid anyway. It's either that or I got to power that house up from my house. And I got to add extra batteries to my house anyway. Sooner or later, I got to do it. Right now, I'm powering my house, that house, the greenhouse, and PK's house. So I'm running a lot of power right now off my solar system. I want to add some more solar panels to my house and add another battery to my house. I may as well put a separate system right down there in that little house. Or the one out in Liag, one or the other. The other place we bought down there, the 2-bedroom house. So anyway, eventually they're all going to be solar powered. That's my plan. All right. At Star. And if it looks like a shield, then it's a moderator for the channel. Yeah, she knows that. Annalyn, Manuel, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for coming in. Do you use your birthday cup? Yeah, I do. In fact, right now, I don't know where it is. I used it the other day. Where's my birthday cup, the electric cup, hon? I haven't seen it in 3 days. I've been using this white cup here for coffee. This one, it keeps your coffee really hot. So I've been using this cup for my coffee, even on the boat. The light's still on in MJ's bedroom. Yeah, it's on in Micah's bedroom too, right here. The kids always have the lights on. It's okay. I'm in 91% battery tonight, so we're okay. We got enough power. We're going to turn the aircon on in a little bit. We're going to on the aircon. Hey, you. What time is it? Good night. Put your phone away. Let's go to bed.
My code is?
My code is 1.
Put her down there. She's sound asleep. My daughter's sleeping. Ella's sleeping. Got to get Micah to bed. And next one be MJ. MJ's asleep. Micah's the only one awake right now, and Charm and I. We usually get to bed by 11. I usually finish my live feed pretty late, and by the time I shower and get to bed, or if I come back from fishing and shower and get to bed, it's usually around 11 we get to sleep. Wake up at 6 every day. That's how you flush all the BS out of you, Mike. I think so. I think she's trying to get rid of the BS in me. Yeah, the tree's already gone, Rebecca. It's gone. We don't fool around here. We get things done. We're quick at what we do. We get it done. And all the wood, right now, I think all of it, if pretty much all of it, is up there right now in the pit, ready to be turned into uling, charcoal. I got to make a video of that. I got a big old pile of wood back there, guys. All the wood, logs, everything that they could find, and ones that we took down, is up there in that fire right now. Not in a fire yet. It's up there piled up. Got all wet in the rain the other day, and last night, but it's piled up. It's ready to turn into charcoal. And then I'm going to buy a bunch, maybe 20 sacks of charcoal I will buy. Yep. Yeah, they did it with a bolo and a chainsaw. We needed to cut all the branches down first with the bolo, and then we got our neighbor's permission to land them in his yard. Because all the branches were falling down in his yard. So everything went down into his yard, and then we cut it up and removed it from his yard. They took all the wood up, and I think they piled all the leaves up. They're going to burn them. So, yeah, they got it down. It's only right now maybe 4 feet high. The stump is basically the fence post now, like 4 feet high. That's it. The rest of the tree's gone. Yep, it's gone. Solar down there will help with internet hookup, etc. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we'll probably just hook you up to our internet, to our Starlink, unless you're planning to put your own Starlink up, because we already have Wi-Fi and antennas that cover that section where your house is. There's Wi-Fi there already. But I want to put a stronger antenna because that's the beach antenna I use. I call it, it's an Omada antenna. I call it, what do I call it? Omada Beach, I think is the name of the signal on your phone when it pops up. And the antenna is only like 50 feet from that house. So you get good Wi-Fi signal. But I'm going to be moving, I want to take that antenna down, put it in my backyard back here. And I want to put a stronger antenna in the front there. So my father-in-law can have better antenna. That house will have better antenna. And hopefully we can get signal all the way up to the plaza, up to the basketball court from my own antenna. That'd be a lot better. All right. Anyway, we're getting done with it. I got to think of, what color are we going to paint that house, Charm? Outside. Inside's going to be white. What's the outside going to be? Tan? Gray? Gray and white? I don't know. Got to be something. It's got to be earth tone colors, you know. I don't want it to stand out like a matcha green like my house. That's too bright. Let me know how much you want towards the internet. Well, the way we do everybody, Rebecca, it's 500 pesos for the month. Is how we do it. It's on the internet. It's 500 pesos a month. And that gets you the Wi-Fi at our house and the Wi-Fi on the beach. So you get both. I know Charm is shy. Charm's not shy. Charm's not as shy as you think. Charm's a wonderful person. You get to know Charm. She's not a bit shy. She has lots of friends. She's not a bit shy. Don't you worry, Rebecca, at all. You don't have to worry about Charm being shy. Spiro's green. You know why you're green? Because you're a member. Members are green. Oh, you guys are blue again. They put the colors back. I just noticed that. Everybody's not white anymore. You guys have got all your colors back again. I'll be damned. I didn't know that. Annalyn, where are you from? I know you probably told me the first time you came in, but I forgot. I got a bad memory. Yeah, and Spiro, that cup is pretty good for mixing my coffee. You just put the grounds in it, put hot water, and hit the button. It would spin a nice whirlpool in that cup. It's a nice little cup. Cool little cup. But then, I don't know what happened to the battery cover. The bottom of it disappeared. The batteries, poop, gone. What the hell? So, somebody sabotaged my cup. And now I just use it as a regular cup. Stir it with a fork. When I'm using it, it's no big deal. YouTube changed that yesterday. Cool. We'll need to have a conversation, all three of us, at some point. Sure, Rebecca, anytime. We can do if you have Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, any of them. WhatsApp. You can just send me an email with however means you want to do it, and we'll just sit and chat. Yeah, she's not shy. She'll get to know you really quick. We like good people, you know. Hello, Michael. Welcome. And Lorraine. Hello from Philadelphia. Thank you for coming in. You guys, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like our channel. Subscribe to our channel. We'll subscribe back to you. We subscribe to everybody. And everybody in this channel, once they get to know you, they'll be subscribing to you also. Everybody in this channel subscribes to everybody. We help everybody in our channel. Yes, Rebecca, we'll have a meet and greet. Certainly. That'd be nice. So you just email me, let me know. Hey, Lorraine, thank you. Anne Lorraine. Where are you from, Anne? Oh, you said Philly. Never mind. You're from Philadelphia. Gotcha. Anne Lorraine's from Philadelphia. Okay, I'll do that. And I'll make hot water. You make hot water already? For tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow morning.
There's half a thermos, I know. I did some tonight. I'm just asking if we have those other guys coming up.
Huh?
Never mind. I'll make it in the morning. I'll put the water in now. All right. I got to put water in the thermos. Charm's over here so busy cleaning up, working. I got to put water in the water dispenser because the water is empty. Okay, you clean. We have how many empties now outside here? 3? See my messy back porch. This is where I make all my purified water to do. Charm comes out here and she'll scrub all of these. And so I put this, I like to have these on it to make sure no bugs get in the container at all. And then Charm will come out. She's got a brush over here on top. She'll use soap and water, dishwashing detergent and water, and she scrubs all these containers out with soapy water, then rinses them and makes them ready for me to fill with the water purifier unit there. So that one, empty, 1, 2, empty, 4, wow. Oh, that's right, she just sold 5 to Mom Alamar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess who's making mineral water tomorrow? That would be me. Give me a second. I have to carry this and put it in the water dispenser. I guess tomorrow I know what I'm doing. Part of my chore tomorrow And then Friday, we're going to be going to the city, to Masbate City, to go see the attorney. Give me a second, huh? I'm just going to set my phone up so it doesn't fall over the place. Give me a minute here. Always clean the container before you put it in your water dispenser because it gets dusty out there in the backyard sometimes. Okay, hold on a second. Just gonna throw this thing up here real quick. Okay, water's done. Bang! So, anyway, daily chores, you know. There's always something going on around here. Never fails. We're always busy. All right, anytime, Rebecca, that's fine. Anytime is fine. Yeah, I know you were talking about going to Manila area, but I don't think you need to hang out in Manila. I think you need to maybe get a room, go check out some places in Manila for a couple days, get acclimated, get your jet lag gone, and then get acclimated to the time. Usually takes 2 or 3 days to get over the jet lag. And then travel. Leave Manila. You're not going to like it, I don't think. If you want the simple life, you're going to be like me. You're going to hate Manila. I don't like Manila. Once a year, maybe, I can go take it for 3 or 4 days, but we're not there in Manila, downtown. We're outside in Tanza, which is provincial. Okay, and everything's there in Tanza that you could want. You don't have to go into Metro Manila. We've got malls, a bunch of malls there and stores, grocery stores. Everything you need is there. Okay, out in Cavite, out in Tanza. So that's where we own our other 2 houses out there. And it's really nice to be able to go out there once a year and hang out with our relatives. Charmed sisters are over there. So we all hang out, you know, take the kids to the water park there and just have a good time for a week or whatever. And then come back out here to our country, you know, to the province. But Manila is only good for a couple of days. And then you don't want to be there. You just don't. You get tired of always fighting the traffic. You're not going to be driving, more than likely. You'll be taking public transportation, the buses, jeeps, tricycles, whatever, taxis. So you'll get used to the traffic by sitting as a passenger. And you might get a lot done. If you're using your phone for business or something, you might get a lot done sitting in traffic, getting where you're going. But sometimes it takes 2 to 3 hours sitting in a taxi or sitting in a car or truck to get where you're going, or on a bus. Of course, now they got special bus lanes going through Manila. Pretty fast. They've got a tramway as well, a train. They have an MRT. It's like the main rail line. Then they have a LRT. It's a smaller rail line, but the LRT goes pretty far. You can get around on the LRT or the MRT, but there's usually a lot of long lines of people in the afternoons going home. They're standing there in long lines because the trains fill up so quick, and they fill up with people so quick. You guys are going to learn the tricks of traveling in the Philippines. And one of the tricks of travel is if you're taking a ferry to another island and you're planning on traveling, once you reach that other island, you're traveling somewhere by van or by bus, my suggestion is get off your ferry as quickly as you can. And you'll see 1,000 Filipinos lined up in front. They get there early, they stand in line on the steps, going down to get off the ferry. There's a long line there. The earlier you can get in that line, the better off you are if you're taking public transportation. And I'll give you an example of what happened to me. I went to Pilar one time. I was traveling through, going to Manila. And when you land in Pilar, you need to get to Naga City, you have to take 2 vans. The first van will take you from Pilar to Daraga. You change to another van, and you take that van from Daraga into Naga. Then in Naga, you jump on a bus Okay, and usually I'm traveling at night, so I take the non-aircon bus. They open the windows, it's nice and cold in there at night. You take the non-aircon bus, ordinary bus, from Naga City to Manila, to the Pitex or Buendia or wherever you're going in Manila, Cabao. So when you're leaving the fast craft or the ferry, I noticed everybody, first time I did it, I noticed everyone's getting up, they're standing in line. And as soon as that guy lets the brow down for them to get across off that boat, whew, people are running. Like, what the hell? Why are these people running? So I follow. I know there's a van terminal there. I'm going out to the van terminal. I get out there. All the vans are full. They're all departing. I'm standing there looking. There's no transportation to take me to Daraga. These people ran because they knew there wasn't enough vans. And they got there, got on their van, got their seat, and off the van went. It was a full van. And the van only holds total 18 people, plus kids. Kids can sit in the laps, right? So you can have 25 people in a van, way overload. But that's what they do. The people run there, they get the seat in the van, they pay the conductor or they pay them when they get out. But they're in the van, they get their seat, and the van takes off. And you have 5 vans, 6 vans, they only hold 18 people. Yet you had 300 or 400 get off that ferry wanting to get where they were going. And that's why they were running. And I got there and I was like, shh, there's no van. The guy said, oh, just have a seat and wait. Maybe in 1 hour there will be another van here. Yeah, I just sit there and wait for over an hour for a van to come back that was coming to Pilar from Daraga so I could catch it and go back to Daraga. Anyway, you learn all the tricks of the trade when you travel in the Philippines. And if you're traveling and you have questions, you feel free to always call me. I can give you a little bit of advice on, because I've traveled a lot of the routes around the Philippines. I've been a lot of places. I haven't been to Mindanao. Don't ask me anything about Mindanao. I've been to Cagayan de Oro, though. I've been through Cebu. I've been through Masbate, Panay Island, Luzon, pretty much all through Luzon, Camarines Sur, all the way into Metro Manila, all the way up north through Pangasinan, Pampanga, to Ilocos Norte, all the way to the top of the Luzon. I've traveled all that route and across from Subic over to Angeles City and down Clark. I've traveled all that route. I know all the buses and where their stations are and how to get around on those. So if you guys go anywhere you need help, let me know. I'm sorry to hear, brother, it's not easy. I'm not trying to preach here, but something always works for me is reading the Bible. Try it and ask God for comfort. All right. Well, I do that quite often, not Jethro. Thank you. Rebecca says, hi, Jimmy John. Shani, it's me. Hello, hello. Long time. Forever. Welcome back. Yes, you can fly from Cebu to Masbate and you can fly from Clark to Masbate. But you cannot fly from Manila to Masbate. Yep. Oh, yeah. Hello, Shani, it's me. Welcome back. Welcome back. Batayan Island off the northern tip of Cebu. It's a very nice little island. Yeah, it's a nice little island. There's a lot of nice islands, guys. You guys need to travel around. Don't do like the guy down here where he just jumped in the first thing and found the first girl that winked her eye at him and boom, boom, he's stuck. I don't even know what's going on. I didn't see him today. What happened to your eye?
It's like very, very itchy.
Stop looking at your phone. Go to bed, sweetie. Shut your eyes
I
and
know
go to
I'm
sleep.
trying to sleep, but it's itchy.
I don't have any eye drops. Maybe Mama has eye drops.
I already see splash water.
Okay, well, try to get some sleep. It's probably because you're looking at your phone too much. Yep. Yes, all of our condolences about your sister, yes. So, yeah, ferry from Lucena, ours is more than 12. Cebu to Masbate is 12-hour ferry ride. It's a nice ferry ride. The trip from Lucena to Masbate is an overnighter, and you'll leave about 3, 4 in the afternoon. You won't arrive in Masbate until the next morning, 6 o'clock or 7 in the morning, depending on how late they leave. They always change their freaking schedule. It used to be 2 p.m. and you arrive at 5 a.m. Now it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. They finally get underway, and then sometimes they say, oh, special trip. They went to Marinduque. You're sitting in Lucena waiting, and they say, oh, it's not going to be here till 8 o'clock tonight. Thank you very much. I'm in there at 10 o'clock in the morning because I think boarding time is 12:30, but the boat's not even going to pull in till 8 p.m. So Charmer and I just jumped back in the truck. The last time we were there, we just jumped in the truck and left, and we came back hours later. The guy texted me, said, okay, the boat's coming in. So when he texted us, said the boat's coming in, then we got back to the port and got in line again, So we already had our ticket. Once you get your ticket, you're on the ferry. You're going to get on the ferry. Anyway, ferries have overnight accommodation. They have bunks, air-conditioned rooms. If you're a lot of people traveling because you go at the wrong time of the year, then like election time or Christmas time, there's a lot of people traveling. The ferry will be full. You're not going to get a bed. You're going to get a chair or standing room only on the back deck. The lounge chairs, another set of sitting chairs on either side of the ship. Then you got one lounge area that's aircon that has reclining chairs. Okay, that's the next step up. And then the next one is the bunks. But all of them cost you the same money. Whether you get a bunk or not, you got to pay the full fare, and the fare is 1,560 peso per adult for the ferry ride from Lucena, to Masbate. All right. I had to go back in the chat because I had Miss Shaney coming in. All right. Let's be right. Heard that. I might just do that. Ferries are a lot of fun. They're learning the public transportation of the Philippines can be quite exciting. Can be a lot of fun. Jumping on jeepneys, getting on the buses, riding to places, getting on the tricycles when you're local and you're going on tricycle, going wherever you're going to go in the local area. Or now, let's say you're in Cebu, right? You have Angkas, Move It, and Grab. You have 3 different motorcycle entities over in Cebu that when you look on the app, you put their app on your phone and you tell them where you're at, where you're going. Boom. In about 10 minutes, there's a motorcycle there to pick you up. You hop on the motorcycle, he gives you a helmet, you put it on, and he takes you where you're going on a motorcycle. Very quick, efficient. Same thing in Manila, even from the airport. If you're packing light on an air flight with just a backpack, then I highly recommend you have the motorcycle app, Angkas or Move It, on your phone that you can just go on your app, say, I'm at airport, Terminal 3, whatever the post is you're next to, post number 8 or whatever. Each post is labeled on the front of the airport, the NAIA airport. What is it? Aquino Airport, whatever it is. There's posts in front of the airport terminal. On the arrival side, you just go to look at the post. You say, oh, okay, I'm at post number 8. You tell the ANCAS driver, if he calls you, he says you're at Terminal 3, yeah, I'm at post number 8 on arrival. So he'll come right there to you, pick you up by name. He'll pick you up by name and then take you where you're going to go. It's very quick. The motorcycle is a much, much, much easier way, guys. If you're traveling light, don't get in the yellow taxis, period. Don't take taxis from the airport unless you know how far you're going and you negotiate the fare with the white taxi. Otherwise, don't get in a taxi. They're way, way expensive at the airport. The yellow ones have a fixed rate, okay? It doesn't matter if you're going 2 kilometers or 12 kilometers or 15 kilometers. they've got these fixed rates in there that are way higher than meter. So if you want to do it fair, you tell the guy in the white taxi, I'll pay by meter. He's going to offer you a fare. He may say 300, but it's only 120 to get there. So anyway, I always, if I'm riding taxi, I tell him, no, it's okay. Let's just use the meter, sir. That's it. Go by the meter. I'll pay your meter rate. I'm not going to negotiate the price. I'll just pay whatever's on the meter. So I do that. That's the way I do it. White taxi only. I don't do yellow taxi at all. Those guys are scum crooks. Okay? So motorcycle, or if you have so much luggage you need a taxi, you know where your airport is or your hotel, you're not going far, just negotiate with the white taxi. You know, he may say 300. You say, look, I'll give you 150. I know where I'm going. Oh, okay, come on. Or he may say 200. Okay, 200, let's go. You know, always negotiate in the Philippines, guys. Learn to always question the price and negotiate everything. If you're at the market, the only place you can't negotiate, you cannot negotiate when you're in a mall. Here, everything's fixed price in the mall. Okay? But when you're outside the mall, all the vendors on the streets, all the vendors everywhere, the markets everywhere, all negotiable. Everything. All services are negotiable. All products are negotiable if you're not inside of a mall or a fixed store like 7-Eleven, you know. They all have fixed prices like that, Alphamart. But if you're going to go out in the marketplace to buy your stuff, negotiate. Always. You'll see their price. You know, they'll have fish for, but you got to watch closely because you'll have like 1/4.70. And you think, wow, mango, 70 per kilo. No. That's 1/4 kilo. That's 280 a kilo. That's expensive as hell. You know, you'll see that 1/4 or 1/2. That's their new sneaky way of suckering you in to buy something and paying more money. It's not just by kilo price. You know, some places you'll see once a product has been there a while, like mangoes, the price will start off. It starts off usually for yellow mango like 180 a kilo, right? Avocado like 180 a kilo or 200, and then you can negotiate that price. Or after a month or after 2 months, you'll see the price will go from 180. You'll see the market's getting flooded with mango. It drops to 100, drops to 80, drops to 60. You know, get some great deals when the prices get lower. When the market has more fruit than they can sell, and it's going to rot if they don't sell it. So that's when you buy all your stuff. Negotiate. That's all I'm saying. I'm flying into Cebu. Okay, that's better. Cebu is better. I got 2% battery life left and I'm going to die. Cebu is a better place to fly into. And then from Cebu, beautiful in Cebu, get acclimated. Spend a couple days. Enjoy Cebu. Go to a couple malls. You know, you can go to Ayala Business Center, Ayala Mall, SM Malls. Go to a couple of malls. Check them out. Get out of your hotel. Lots of places to eat there in Cebu City. Okay. You can walk around. It's pretty safe. I wouldn't walk around 11, 12 o'clock at night. You know, I would limit my time to be out there at nighttime to a 9 p.m. or something, or 10 p.m. If the malls close at 10, you shouldn't be out there after 10 p.m. unless you're out bar hopping looking for special activities, you know. If you need massage, you can always call for home service to come into your hotel. They'll come do it right in your room for you. You don't have to go out to a massage place. You can always just call them. They'll come right to your room. And they're fairly interesting. A little bit more to do in your room, house call, but you'll still get a great massage. And you'll be in the comfort of your hotel room. You don't have to worry about the people. But again, if you're a type of person who likes to fall asleep while you're getting a massage, you might want to consider not having a massage in your hotel with your money and stuff all there. I had to turn my brightness down. I'm about to lose my phone. Lucky I'm still at 2%. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to shut the feed down. I don't have my charger out here. I'm not in a hurry. I'll enjoy the adventure. Awesome. That'll be the way to go. And you'll have our phone number. You'll have every way to reach us when you're ready to move and come over here. Our friend works at TransAsia Ferry. So if you want to take the TransAsia Ferry, it only leaves Cebu on Wednesdays. Okay? Wednesday, 6 p.m. The ferry departs from Cebu and arrives at 6 a.m. Masbate City. So if you're going to take that one, TransAsia, there's Coca Leon, there's TransAsia, and there's Co-Ferry. There's 3 ferries that can get you from the island of Cebu to Masbate. From Cebu City are only 2, Coca Leon and TransAsia. Coca Leon is the one that PK took to come over here. Charm and I usually take TransAsia. Problem with TransAsia is it leaves Masbate on a Thursday, arrives in Cebu on Friday, but the next ferry, TransAsia, coming back to Masbate is the following week, Wednesday. They only travel this way on 1 day a week, and that way 1 day a week. Coca Leon is 3 days a week, I believe. 3 days a week coming here, 3 days a week going back. So it's better to take the Coca Leon ferry. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I've been in the Philippines 6 times. Nice. Thank you, brother. Welcome me crazy anywhere you go. That's right. Cebu, Boracay. All right. Really nice grocery stores in Cebu. How long you usually stay? 1 or 2 months at a time. Very nice. That's a nice vacation. I use Grab. Yeah, Grab is good. Yeah, it's very convenient. The bike, yeah, Grab, Angkas, all of those, Move It, they're all good. The bikes are good. And that's the way to get around, especially Manila area. Or Cebu. I was taking a bike every day. I didn't want to drive. I would take a bike every day to work over in Mactan and back. Or in Lapu-Lapu. I'd go from Marco Polo Estates, call the guy, motorcycle, boom, jump on it, ride behind him, go to work every day over there at the warehouse. Yep. You're visiting Michael in December too, right? I think she is. She's planning on being here in November or December, yeah. Still got it on you. You're so sweet. Not sure your problem is with me, but it's cool. Yep, my last name is White. That's right. SMC side is nice. Jimmy John, that's the plan. Yeah, Mike, would you recommend driving a scooter in the Philippines? Is there an insurance I can purchase to cover me in case of an accident? There are insurance companies that will scam you, but if you want to drive a bike in the Philippines, be a good bike rider. Be a good bike rider, because there's a lot of stupid people out here on bikes. Very, very crazy. I've been hit by bikes before already, okay? There's a lot of crazy people that don't know how to ride, don't have license. They're riding illegally, so be careful. And you're not going to get anything out of them if you hit them. Forget that. You ain't getting nothing out of them. Insurance or not, it ain't going to work. You ain't getting nothing. Chances are they're not going to have no insurance anyway. You'll have a lot of fun, yes. Good night, Michael and Charm. Take care. Jimmy, you're a dude. You're a cool dude. I'd love to meet you. All right. He says, not anytime soon. Darren, good night. Michael and Jimmy John and all. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Darren. Going out of here, guys. My battery's about to die. I'm at the bottom. Rebecca says, good night. Good day, everyone. You too, Jethro. Thank you, guys. God bless you. We love you. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Go out and do something for somebody and don't ask for anything in return. You'll have good karma. All right. Much love. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.